Good morning, everyone. My name is Saul Suarez. I'm a major with the Harris County Sheriff's Office, surrounded by my teammates, District 3 Patrol Sergeant Danon, Gulf Coast Violent Offender Sergeant Matt Moore. We also have Lieutenant Brooks Collier, who oversees that team, and Chief Philip Vasquez from our Harris County Criminal Justice Center. So approximately 3 a.m. This morning, our search efforts came to an end when we finally located and captured the suspect around the 14,000 block of 4th Street. During that, we were able to also arrest 2 other suspects for the charge of hindering apprehension. The suspect did resist, and at that point our officers and deputies deployed taser, and the suspect was then taken into custody. At this point, he is currently in the hospital getting medical treatment from the use of force incident. Also, I want to just thank the community, because after we conducted a press release yesterday, we did receive a lot of tips. We did follow up on those, and our Gulf Coast Violent Offenders, who's made up of local, state, and federal teammates, did just what an invaluable asset that we have. They were able to follow up on those leads, and also through their investigative efforts and teamwork in conjunction with officers from the Houston Police Department, were able to come to this address this morning and locate this suspect. Also, I want to advise the community that we were able to also file charges for aggravated robbery and also escape on this suspect for the incidents that occurred yesterday. And just want to also just thank you for your patience, and just want to also advise you that there's no more threats at this point from this suspect to any public safety. Now open it up for any questions.
Was that suspect found at a relative's home?
At this point, all that's preliminary. We do believe that that is a relative. Again, our search efforts consisted of multiple addresses being checked, multiple surveillance operations. We did also bring on board, in addition to the Gulf Coast Violent Offenders, we did have our warrants teams. We did have our violent crime unit, and also just several surveillance teams that were working in a completely just total team effort. And like I said, we've been working since 3 p.m. last night, just searching multiple addresses, and we're able to locate him this morning.
Any idea he resisted? Can you give us a little more detail on that? Was he just hiding in a closet? Did he try to run down the sidewalk? Kind of tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. At this point, I don't have all the exact details of the incident where he resisted. We do know that officers are trained to de-escalate, and they felt like they needed to use force, and they did. And we're able to take him into custody that way. But he did resist. He didn't just give up.
How did he get away from the downtown area?
We don't have that information at this point. We will be able to release some details as the investigation continues. It's all still under investigation. I also want to add that we also have our Internal Affairs Division investigating, and we will be providing those details here soon, in addition to all the current investigations that we have. Just multiple aspects of this investigation, just because we have, like I mentioned earlier, the aggravated robbery, the escape. Now we have 2 additional suspects for hindering apprehension. So it's a very complex series of investigations. However, we do have a great team involved that's conducting that investigation.
What can you tell us about those 2 additional suspects?
Yeah, they were just located with him. They were assisting in hindering his apprehension. So obviously they were taken into custody. At this point, we don't have all the details, but we do believe that they're associated with his, just in the area, just prior criminal history, just there are criminal associates of this suspect.
So not family members, criminal associates?
Correct.
Can you give any more details about how he was able to get away from custody, how he managed to get a knife?
Not at this point. Like I mentioned yesterday, we do believe that he got the knife after he was able to escape. Just to follow back up with that question earlier, ma'am, we do believe also.
All right, right now you are getting a live update from Houston police officers who tell us about an hour ago they were able to arrest an escaped inmate from the Harris County Courthouse. They tell us that search started around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. At about an hour ago, they did make an arrest. They tell us that man did resist. They had to deploy a taser on him. He is now being treated in a local.
She was, we do thank her for being very cooperative with us. again, because of her cooperation, we were able to additionally charge him with aggravated robbery.
The two associates, no resistance from them. They came into custody okay?
That's the information that I have at this point. That is correct. They were just taken into custody.
Can you talk a little bit more about this investigation into how he escaped, and because this isn't every day that you see something like this. Kind of what's the next steps?
Yes, sir. So our Criminal Justice Center, we have a special investigations group who's leading this investigation. So that team is currently investigating, and at the point that we're able to release some of that investigation, we'll be able to release it. We do know that it was during the process of going to court that he was able to free himself and escape. And but again, it's still under investigation.
Now, you mentioned that a lot of tips came forward. Was it a tip that led investigators to this home, or was it intel by their own?
We're not able to determine that at this point, but I do want to thank the community. I mean, we had so many tips that we were able to move on right away, which was instrumental in coming back to this area. You know, just prior criminal history, Sergeant Danin and her team, they've also dealt with this suspect multiple times. That also assisted with the investigation. He was a known criminal associate in this area, so we were able to track him back to the same area that we've known for him to hang out at.
Can you change his clothes?
Hung out here.
He's been known to hang out in this area, this Cloverleaf area, which is our District 3 area for the Sheriff's Office.
Was he still in his orange uniform at this point, jumpsuits at this point?
I don't have that information at this point.
Can you say which agency was transporting him back to the jail yesterday? Sheriff's Office, or was it Precinct 1?
I'm sorry, transporting back to the jail? What do you mean?
Yesterday, when he was being transported back to court.
Oh, that would be the Sheriff's Office. So he was in custody. So while he was in custody, we were able to transport him from the jail to the court facility. Any other questions?
Aside from being in the hospital for being tased, were there any other injuries to him, or is it just that he's in the hospital because he got tased?
Just from the tase. Again, it's more of a precautionary reason. But we want to make sure that he's okay to be transported to a jail facility. So at this point, that's all that we have, just that he's precautionary reason.
How soon might he be transported or officially rebooked and all that stuff?
As soon as he's medically cleared by a doctor, we'll be able to transport him back to the Harris County Jail.
Can you repeat that street address to where you found him?
14,000 block of 4th Street.
Spell that?
Force, F-O-R-C-E, 4th Street. Okay. Any other questions?
And you said that was right at 3 o'clock?
Approximately 3 a.m. this morning, yes, ma'am. All right, I'll go ahead and now do it in Spanish.
Yeah, please.
Great.
Go ahead.
Okay. Perfect. All right, perfect. Buenos días. A las aproximadamente 3 de la mañana hoy, nuestro equipo que andaba buscando al sospechoso que se había escapado de la cárcel, fue encontrado en la calle 14,000 de 4th Street, aquí en el este del condado de Harris, en el vecindario Cloverleaf. Durante esa escena, el sospechoso resistió y los oficiales usaron fuerza para poder arrestarlo. Ellos le usaron el taser y el sospechoso fue detenido en ese entonces y ahorita está en el hospital local agarrando tratamiento médico para sus heridas antes de que los transformemos más otra vez a la cárcel. Quiero recordar a la comunidad que ahorita no hay más riesgo para la seguridad pública. También quiero darle gracias a nuestro equipo táctico del Gulf Coast Violent Offenders Task Force. Este es un equipo que está formado de gente local, estatal y federal que se enfocan en arrestar fugitivos. Entonces ellos, tras su investigación, encontraron esta casa y en ese entonces encontraron al sospechoso. También quiero darle gracias a la comunidad por darnos bastantes tips que llegaron ayer desde que hicimos la prensa ayer. Y esos tips también nos ayudaron a poder buscar las localidades y también las residencias para poder encontrar al sospechoso. También quiero recordar a la comunidad que ahorita el sospechoso, había 2 otros hombres con él y esos también sospechosos fueron detenidos y arrestados y el cargo es hindering apprehension. Esos dos sospechosos también van a estar investigados y la investigación va a continuar. El sospechoso también le pusieron cargos de robo agravado y también de se escapó. Y quiero también decirle a la comunidad que también estoy bien agradecido también por los tips que nos dieron, pero también el equipo que teníamos también fue asistido con gente de la policía de Houston y también otros estatales y locales. Quiero darle las gracias a todos por ayudarnos a encontrar a esos sospechosos y muchas gracias por todo.
¿Bajo qué circunstancias fue detenida esta persona? O sea, ¿en la casa de quién era? ¿Cómo escapó del downtown hasta acá?
Sí, eso todo está investigado en este momento. Tenemos información que esta casa está asociada con gente de que puede ser pariente de él o puede ser amigos. Él también en nuestra investigación es una de nuestras sargentos aquí en esta área que está es la supervisor de un equipo táctico. Más antes ya conocían a este sospechoso, tenían veces que lo arrestaban, también que él se junta en esta área. Entonces, esa información también fue que nos ayudó a estar en esta área buscándolo, porque sabíamos que aquí esta área es donde él se junta, es la área de Cloverleaf.
Al momento que se escapó estaba custodiado por oficiales. ¿Cómo logró zafar? ¿Tenía esposa?
Sí, cuando fue a la corte, todos nuestros reos están ¿cómo se dice? Tienen esposas, sí. Pero están en ese proceso, ahí hay celdas donde los ponemos, los movemos. Es un proceso que se puede tardar 12 horas, entonces en ese entonces nos estamos moviendo de un lado para otro. En ese entonces hay unas áreas que sí no están esposados, pero estamos hablando de muchos reos, 500, 600 que van a la corte todos los días. Entonces por eso no todos están esposados al mismo tiempo.
¿Fue el momento que no estaba esposado cuando se escapó?
Es lo que estamos pensando, todo eso está investigado ahorita por nuestro equipo de investigaciones de la cárcel, pero estamos pensando de que en la parte donde no estaba esposado fue donde se pudo escapar y salir de la corte.
¿Cuál es el procedimiento que viene ahora?
El procedimiento es que vamos como formalidad a investigar todo, tenemos nuestros asuntos internos también para poder ser transparente por si algo que hicimos nosotros va a ser investigado. Pero todo eso está investigado. Sí, en el momento ya agarramos más cargos para él, como le dije anteriormente, a robo agravado y también por escaparse. Entonces todo y más, se puede hacer más cargos hoy también. Entonces todo eso va a estar realizado y lo vamos a dar esa información aquí muy pronto.
¿Me dice su nombre y apellido?
Saúl Suárez, mayor con con la oficina del alguacil del condado de Harris. Gracias. Any other questions? Thank you.